So Jenna was a ball of lightning. She really kept us on our toes, but she loved everybody.
Christian was our youngest of four, and he was very special. He just loved everything to do with being outside, and he loved his major, which was landscape architecture. He loved being outside and planning things and creating new life.
Antonio was adopted from Guatemala, loved the outdoors. He was a really gregarious person. He was a great companion. He loved people, and he liked being with people.
Shane was my youngest of two children. Friendly, happy, funny, sarcastic, very lovable.
I was at work on a Thursday and I got a call and I thought it was her. It was a friend's phone, and her friend said to me, "Jenna's with you, right?" And I know. A mother knows. She was found 3 days later, strangled by someone she did not know. She had been at this bar and everybody left her.
Unfortunately, he had shown every symptom of alcohol poisoning, but nobody really knew. Nobody was educated in this. His friends and his roommates found him, and they had to do CPR on him, and they brought him back, and then he went to Temple Hospital, and he was in a coma for a week, and the alcohol and not breathing and aspirating, there was too much damage. And so 7 days in a coma on full life support, and then we had to take him off.
The third day of school, his two friends had moved in. It was their first day. They had just moved in 2 days before. And Tony came home, and the one boy told us that he said he was just going to get hammered. And he drank enough that he passed out on the kitchen floor. And his two friends laid him on his side so that he didn't aspirate, and they went to bed. They came down the next day, and he was dead.
So it was the night before Thanksgiving, and he went out and never came home. He fell in the river, and when they found him 36 days later in the river, his blood alcohol level was still over 3.8.
Jenna loved alcohol. I hate to say it. It runs in the family.
I had no idea what was going on at school every weekend, that I found out later, and that getting hammered was a goal, blacking out was a goal. That evening, when he was drinking alone, when he was found at a party, he needed help. He was stumbling, mumbling. He, later was vomiting. He was showing all symptoms of alcohol poisoning.
Alcohol, as far as I knew, was not a problem, an issue for him. But I think that COVID, he did have anxiety, and I think, like I said, he was a people person, and I think that COVID, and being alone, that he found alcohol, and it, for whatever period of time, made him forget that he was alone, or it seemed to ease his anxiety, but obviously not.
I got a phone call from Paoli Hospital saying that he was there in the ER, and he actually learned, for a few years anyway, that it wasn't a good deal to drink that many shots of rum.
Binge drinking is just wrong. I still just want kids to stay together and to care for each other. And we are our brother's keepers.
What I want other people to know, to how to prevent this from happening, and parents and young people alike, is that everybody learns the symptoms of alcohol poisoning. Stumbling, mumbling, vomiting, cool to touch, and unresponsive. It is important.
Once you've passed out, you're already in alcohol poisoning. I mean, kids they pass out all the time. So they don't think anything of that. And for the most part, almost everybody does wake up. But my son didn't.
I think that parents could be made more aware of what the potential catastrophic outcomes could be